Hello there, everybody. I'm Mel Allen, and this is Baseball Collector.
Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, Baseball Collector, and today's just going to be a boring old mail day. I got some mail, ordered some stuff, and it's already starting to come in post-national, which is kind of surprising. And I'm still, kind of suffering from national withdrawal, community withdrawal, not getting to hang out with you guys, having to go back to work, all those things that isn't nearly as fun as being at the national. But the national will come again. We'll get to go again soon. We're going to make it even bigger and better. And again, I've just been watching so many videos and binge watching, and I've been watching videos about people talking about videos. I mean, everything about the national, just to try to keep that feeling hanging on a little bit longer, because it was just so much fun. And it's been a welcome distraction, because for me, yesterday was a really hard day. And some of you guys are younger, and some of you are older, and you'll know what I'm talking about, but we took our youngest daughter up to college yesterday, up to OU, moved her into her dorm room, got her room all fixed, and man, it was just, it was a very emotional time for me. I have an older son too, who's 20, and it's just different. I don't think about it. Maybe it's just because he's a guy, I don't know, but my little girl, I kind of launched her into the world yesterday, and that wasn't easy. But she's a great kid. I think she's going to do great. So just a little bit of emotions, a little bit of crying for sure. I'm not afraid to admit it. Cried like a baby several times during the day, and then especially when we left at night, and she had big alligator tears, and it just cut to my core, when you love them that much. But she's growing up, and you don't get to stop the clock. Sadly, if I would have paused it when they were little, and I would have paused it last week at the National if we could have paused time and just hung out, but you can't do that. So let's just talk about baseball cards then. It's because I got 4 items I'm going to show, all stuff that I picked up with, actually one of them has a funny story that I'll tell once I get to the card itself. And then the others I've gotten I've already spent all of my eBay gift cards that I got, or coupons, or whatever you want to call them, from the National. I got 6 of them, $60 worth. That money's long spent, probably on Monday. I think I finished spending it all. Got some great stuff. Show that to you here in just a second. Hold on one second. All right, like I said, here we go with just some mail. 2 Hall of Famer autographs, which I really am happy to add to the collection, and then a couple of vintage cards. And so this first one here is Roberto Alomar. And this is just kind of continuing my Hall of Famers on all things Dick Perez. This is a 1991 Donruss Diamond Kings, and really nice looking blue autograph, which matches the blue of the Diamond Kings card really well, the border. So really happy to add that. I think with my eBay $10 gift card, I ended up paying like $2 for this. So I couldn't resist. And over there on the left, my custom from the National, in case you forget what I look like. There you go. The next Hall of Famer autograph is this one. I just kind of went through, because I didn't get any of these kind of cards National at all. Any Diamond Kings or anything Dick Perez that was smaller. I got some Perez Steel postcards, some Great Moments postcards, and so I came back kind of jonesing for some, Diamond King style cards, and I got the Alomar. I got some more coming too, by the way, but this one's actually a pretty hard card to get autographed. This is the Jeff Bagwell, and it's already slabbed, which is great. It's got a Rookie of the Year 91 inscription, and it looks really good in the blue ink. It looks much better in person than maybe it does here on camera, but I was thrilled to add this. I actually, I think I paid $50 and then $10 off. I paid $40 for it, which seems like a lot. I just don't ever see them, so I had to get it, even though I maybe overpaid a little. I don't know. Bagwell stuff's not hard to get, but I'm just now thrilled to death I have it. So there's that. Now I got a couple of vintage cards to show off, vintage slabs for the 3-decade set. The first one is this awesome 1962 Topps. Stan Musial. I told you I was going to try to pick up some more Stan Musial cards. I did not at the National. There, I just didn't see any that just, looked like they needed to be in my collection. They were all really, really high grade, and I'm like, no, I don't need 8s and 9s. So I was able to get this 62 Topps card that talks about Musial playing his 21st season with the St. Louis Cardinals. That's an excellent mint 6. Love that. And then this last card has a great story that I want to tell. Here it is. So during the National, I was walking around with a guy named Canadian Cards as his channel name, and his real name's Mike. And guess what? He's from Canada. Go figure. But Mike and I were walking around, and he was just, asking questions, and I was kind of showing him the ropes a little bit, and we stumble upon a 61 Topps Willie Mays in a 6. And the dealer wanted like $180 for it. And I'm like, well, that just doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel like that's a very fair price. And so I went on eBay and looked, and sure enough, the guy was way off base, way high. And so I showed him, I turned the stuff around, he looked at sold. I'm like, look, and this card's not 180 at all, like not even close. And he goes, well, this isn't your average 6. This 6 is way better than normal, and so it's a much better version of 6. All 6s aren't created the same. I'm like, well, a 6 is the same number no matter what. I mean, I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, it's still just a 6. Like, it's, it is what it is, and so I didn't put the grade on it. They did, and the market says it's not worth that. So I went and I looked on what was selling on eBay, not sold. I was like, well, maybe I can just pick up this card, or at least look at it and maybe watch it for later. Well, they had one for $90 PSA 6, buy it now. And then I kept scrolling down and I saw this one, and it was I want to say it was either $72.50 or $75. Buy it now, free shipping. And it looked, his was probably a little bit better centered than this one, but overall it was still not, markedly better card. And so I showed the guy, I said, hey, will you price match this? And he says, no, I can't do that. And I said, well, okay. So right there in front of him, it actually was a make offer. So I ended up making an offer. I said, well, I'm just going to buy this one then. And he said, go ahead. I mean, it was this weird interaction with a dealer, and I did. I put an offer in on it, and while I was walking around the show, maybe 10 minutes later, my offer got accepted, and I paid $67.50 for this card with free shipping, and it got to me today. So it just goes to show that, a lot of dealers are flexible and will work with you, but if they won't, again, it wasn't the only PSA 6 on the planet, so I was bound to find another one. I didn't know I'd find it literally in the same moment, but that just goes to show, walk away, you'll find another one. It's not the end of the world, and most likely get a better deal. So I felt really good when I didn't go. I should have gone back to the dealer and said, hey, there you go. There's the money you didn't get. I just paid somebody, unknown person on eBay for this card. So thanks, man. And so I was just really glad to add a new Mays. This isn't my favorite Mays cars, the 61, but it was an interesting little dynamic of kind of stuff that happens at the show. So there you go. There's my mail today. 2 Hall of Famer autographs, a couple of vintage, and that's it. So we'll keep doing a few more mail days as things come in over the next week or so, and that's it. I hope everybody has a great Friday tomorrow and a great weekend. We'll catch you soon. Keep collecting.